Hello, everybody, and welcome. Nice to see you. Well, it's been a few months, but it's nice to be back doing some live lessons for you all today. We've got a very interesting topic today. Today's topic is daily life. We're going to be talking about different aspects of daily life and the language and vocabulary surrounding all of that. Before we do, let's dive in or start with a little bit of this.
It's time. Yo. Yeah, go get your coffee. It's time to join the Keep Speaking Academy. It's time for a live lesson, fun games and idioms. Go get your tea, go get your coffee. It's time to join the Keep Speaking Academy. It's time for a live lesson, fun games and idioms.
It is indeed time for a live lesson. As I mentioned, we're going to be talking about daily life today. And that includes morning routines, it includes eating habits and food, and also free time stuff, hobbies and stuff like that. So let's see who's in the house. Yuzakan, you just became a member. Hooray! Thank you so much. So pleased to hear that. Let me give you a round of applause. Lovely. Hello from Turkey. Hi, nice to see you here. We've got Anna all the way from Ukraine. Lovely to see you. Phnong Nam from Vietnam. Great to see you here. Kristin all the way from China. It looks like your photo is in Paris. Great. Sonia from Italy. Lovely to see you here as well. Slobodunka as well. Nice to see you. Some familiar faces and new faces. Hello from Taiwan. Great to see you here. And Myanmar. Lots of people all from around the world. We've also got, who else have we got here? I can see some people I know. It has been a long time. You're right, May Rush May. It's been since July, I think was the last one. It's been a bit of a hectic summer. And yes, I'm just now getting back into everything. So things are going well. Yes, indeed. Nice to see you. Things are doing well. Thank you very much. Hello from Egypt. Lovely to see you, Mustafa. Great. So today's topic, as I mentioned, daily life. I'm just going to go through what we're going to do. Today's session will last about an hour and a half. At the end of the session, I'll close this, but then I'm going to have a new session for members only. So if you're a member of my YouTube channel, you get an extra 30 minutes at the end, and we're going to deep dive onto IELTS questions related to this topic. I'm going to bring my camera down. It's a bit high. So that will happen later, a bit later on. So that's at 11:30. There'll be a live lesson extra for YouTube channel members only. If you're not a member, come and join. We'll put a link in the description there. Come and join the channel. It's just $2 a month, and you get extra videos. You get early access to my videos on Saturdays. You get extra time in the live lessons as well. So just to let you know. Now then, if you don't know where I am, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and of course on the Keith Speaking Academy. And of course, English Speaking Success YouTube channel. Do remember, subscribe, turn on notifications. Now, the Keith Speaking Academy, some of you know, is my website. This is where you've got lots of resources to help you with English, in particular with IELTS Speaking. There's information about the format, different parts of the test, the topics. There are lots of free live lessons. Now, this is where you want to go later today, because in today's lesson, we're going to have a PDF that later tonight I will upload on the website, and you can go and download the PDF. You can see the last lesson from July, was here about crime. You just download the PDF, just put in your name and your email. You'll also join a mailing list, but the mailing list is to give you extra tips, resources, and ideas to help you. You can unsubscribe at any time. And if you scroll down, you'll find lots more of our free live lessons on every topic you can imagine. And with each one, you click and you get your live lesson here. You can watch the video, you can get the audio. There's lots of stuff and all the information here. So all of that is on the website there under the free live lessons. So later on, go and check it out, and it can really help you, I hope, building up your English to help you become a more confident speaker of English. Great. Now then, thanks, sir, says Night Hunter. You're very, very welcome, sir, as well. Or madam, I'm not sure. How can I become a Keithian? And to become a Keithian, then go to the YouTube channel where it says subscribe. There's a little button next to it. It says join. And you just click on the join button. And then you're in, basically. Yes, you can get that. Actually, I can share it with you right now because you can get that link. If you're not a member, let me give you the link directly. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I was half organised today. I shared most of the links with Burns, who works with me. You can see her in the chat as well. I forgot to give her that one. But there is a link there to join the channel. You get access to lots of extra stuff, so you can go there and check it out. And then you can join us later and become a Keithian, right? Black button join. That is the one. Join. Yes. Okay, excellent. Now then, let me go through today's lesson, exactly what we are going to do, what it's going to look like. So today's lesson is not about food and eating habits, come back. It's about daily life. And we're going to do it around a particular person. Well, not exactly this person, but somebody who looks similar. We're going to do daily life. We're going to look at different aspects around morning routines, particularly the most difficult one of getting up in the morning. We're then going to do food and eating habits. Okay. Different, but yeah, I'll explain more. I'll explain more shortly, right? And then we're going to do free time activities, including hobbies, different things you like to do. We're going to be looking at analysing the context to get some key vocabulary, collocations, and then get you practicing a little bit so you can start using these as well. We're going to finish up at the end with a review with the game of Kahoot, which is a fun game at the end just to review all the vocabulary that we've done. And we've got a song today, so you can also review with a song using the vocabulary that we have used today. I'm not a singer-songwriter, but I can use AI, and that's what I've done to create today's song. Then at the very end, as I mentioned, 11:30 in 1.5 hours, more or less. If you're a YouTube channel member, you can get an extra 30 minutes, and we're going to deep dive into special questions on these topics, right? So you can see them. Okay, awesome, excellent. Now then, I'm just going to bring up something over here that I need, that I totally forgot. So badly organized, right? Incredibly badly organized. Totally forgot this picture. Okay, let me switch back. And let's start at the beginning. Okay. Now then, I don't know if I can do this. I can try and do this. Okay. It's not showing me. Bear with me. Here we go. Trying to share my screen. Morning routines. So we're going to look at the story here of Jack. Okay. Jack is an IT expert. He works in IT and is a very, very busy man. But fortunately today is Saturday, so he doesn't have to work. Now, I know it's Thursday, but let's imagine it's Saturday. Saturday, he doesn't have to work, okay? So we're going to watch a clip with Jack, and I want you to decide if the phrase below is true, false, or don't know. Now, IELTS students will be going, "Ooh, it's just like IELTS reading or listening where we have true, false, and not given." So this is very similar, right? Is it true, is it false, or we don't know? And the phrase is, most days he has a big breakfast. Okay, so let's watch the clip of Jack and you tell me in the chat, right? Tell me if it's true, put a T for true, F for false, and DK for don't know. Let me make it super clear. Okay, great. IELTS reading, ha, exactly, Kristin. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's watch the first clip here. Are you ready? I think you're ready. Good, let's do it.
Cool. Today's Saturday, so I don't have to rush anywhere. You know, I usually get up around 7 during the week, but today I had a bit of a lie-in. I know. I eventually got out of bed around 10ish, made myself a cup of coffee, and sat on the balcony for a while. I like starting the day slowly, as you can see. Around 10:30, I had a shower and got dressed. You know, work is so busy lately, so weekends are the only time I can really relax, slow down and, well, enjoy my morning routine.
There you've got it. That's Jack. So you remember the question, right? Most days he has a big breakfast. Is that true, false, or don't know? Let's find out. Let's see what you guys think. We have a mixture of answers. Ooh. Some have got false, some have got don't know. Spell it with an N. Don't worry. Interesting. Nice to see you, Daniela. Good to see quite a few of the gold students here. So nice. Right. The majority, I would say, are DKs here. It looks like most people here are saying DK, don't know. Okay. The answer for this one is, here comes the answer. It's don't know, right? Basically, he doesn't say very much about his breakfast. What he does say is that, well, he had a coffee today, right? So we know he had a coffee today, but it says he had, which is today. But most days we have no idea. We know he had a coffee today, so he did not have a big breakfast today. But most days, so the answer is we don't know. There's not enough information, right? Okay, so I'm going to show this to you one more time. And as you watch, think about that answer and check that answer, okay? I'm going to add subtitles just to make it a little clearer for you as well. Okay, let's watch it again.
Cool. Today's Saturday, so I don't have to rush anywhere. You know, I usually get up around 7 during the week, but today I had a bit of a lie-in. I know. I eventually got out of bed around 10ish, made myself a cup of coffee, and sat on the balcony for a while. I like starting the day slowly, as you can see. Around 10:30, I had a shower and got dressed. You know, work is so busy lately, so weekends are the only time I can really relax, slow down and, well, enjoy my morning routine.
Excellent, good. Some good comments here, right? First of all, a very quick good luck to Nick. He's got his test tomorrow. Good luck. I'm sure it will go really, really well for you. Yes. So, in fact, I was uncertain, so I picked F, right? Now, good comment here. He was talking about his routine. Routine means most of the days. That's right. But what he mentioned about the routine, he didn't talk about breakfast. We don't know, right? We only know that he said today he had a breakfast. So it's a good point. Can don't know be an answer in the test? In the is it the reading? Yes, in the reading. Sometimes it's don't know. I know my focus is speaking. Obviously, in the speaking test, no, that's not an answer. But in the reading, yes. As simple as that. Exactly. Good comment here. He didn't mention anything about his breakfast. Okay. What I want you to do, I'm going to watch it. No, let's not watch it again. Let's go straight in. Let me just show you, because this will make it clearer. This was the script, right? In fact, you can listen as you read a final time, and that might make it even clearer for you. So let me play it, and you can listen and read, and we'll just go through this together.
Cool. Today's Saturday, so I don't have to rush anywhere. You know, I usually get up around 7 during the week, but today I had a bit of a lie-in. I know. I eventually got out of bed around 10ish, made myself a cup of coffee, and sat on the balcony for a while. I like starting the day slowly, as you can see. Around 10:30, I had a shower and got dressed. You know, work is so busy lately, so weekends are the only time I can really relax, slow down and, well, enjoy my morning routine.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to go through some of the vocabulary. To rush, I'll explain in a moment. A lie in, I'm going to explain. And I think this one, 10ish, is worth explaining. I think the rest is pretty clear, right? He said, I made myself a cup of coffee, sat on the balcony. That's all we know about the breakfast. And then had a shower, got dressed, talks about he likes the weekends because he can slow down and enjoy his morning routine. So to rush, let's look at this vocabulary. I call it vocabulary chunks. And the reason I call it chunks is that whenever you learn vocabulary, don't just learn one word like rush. Learn the chunk. It's like the collocation. What are the other words that go together? Rush to work, rush home, rush through my video, rush through the class, rush through, rush to the park. What are the words that go together? Because that is going to help your fluency, right? Really important. So to rush is to go somewhere or do something quickly. So he said, I don't have to rush anywhere. Rush anywhere, right? We say to rush somewhere. I'm rushing somewhere. Sorry, can't speak. I'm rushing somewhere. To rush home. To rush to work. I'm rushing to work. I rushed to work. I will rush to work. You can change tense, right? This is another very, very simple tip. If you've been watching my videos recently, very simple tip when you learn vocabulary, just say it aloud in different tenses. I am rushing to work. I'm going to rush to the shop. Yesterday, I rushed to my office. That simple practice really helps the vocabulary, so it sticks, and fluency. Don't take my photo. Okay, there we've got it. Don't give me the French keyboard. Give me the British keyboard. Thank you. So that's to rush. But you can also say it to rush to do something quickly, right? So you can be cooking and then say, I've got no time. I'm rushing. I'm rushing to finish this meal. I'm rushing to cook dinner, right? You're rushing to do something. So it can be used in that way as well. I am rushing, let's give you an example, to finish my homework before Squid Games starts. There you go. If you've watched Squid Games, I've just been catching up. I've not watched it for ages. I watched the first series, and the other night I was just catching up on series 2 of Squid Games. It's quite, I'm in two minds about it. It's quite engaging, and the suspense is incredible, but the violence is horrific. But the psychological analysis of people and what they do for money is quite interesting. Squid Games. Okay. So there you have it. Okay. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. We've got Julia. Great to see you. The police rushed to the crime scene and cordoned the area for further investigation. Very good. We've got the rush hour, exactly when all the traffic is busy. I'm in a rush. Excellent. That's good. So we can say I'm in a hurry. I'm in a rush as well. I rush into my lessons before the exam. Good, good. Hey, Layla, very nice to see you here. Lovely to see all your comments. Thank you. Yesterday, I was in a rush. Yes, it works. Yes. So let me add that. To be in a rush. To be in a rush. It's another chunk, vocabulary chunk. I thought rush can't be used like to be rushing. Oh, yes, it can. To rush, to be rushing. I am rushing. It's a verb. You can put it in the, you can put the verb in the present continuous, like any verb. Here, it's a noun, to be in a rush, so it can't take ing. But as a verb, it behaves like every other verb. Yes. Interesting. Yes. You watch Squid Games too. I rush to my home to eat my dinner. I was watching a very interesting reel last night on Instagram about why we say rush to work, rush to my office, but we don't say to my home. We just say I rush home. With home, we don't say to, because home is a concept. You can rush to your house, but home is more of an idea. So we say, I rush home to eat my dinner, without the for as well. It's actually much simpler. You were overcomplicating things. It's actually much, much simpler. I rush home to eat my dinner. Thank you for sharing that. Really, really nice. I rushed to work the other day. Excellent. Good. Excellent. I'm rushing to watch Keith's video. He rushed to hospital. All of these, great. Very, very good. Good examples. Number 2, to have a lie-in is to choose to stay in bed longer than usual. So notice to choose. It's not a mistake. It's not that you forgot or you're late. It's normally on Saturday or Sunday, you choose to stay in bed. A lie-in. Today, I had a bit of a lie-in. A bit of a just means, you know, a small lie-in. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Lie-in can be a noun, but it can also be a verb, to lie in. The difference is the noun has this hyphen, lie hyphen in. That's the noun. The verb does not, to lie in. It's basically a verb with a preposition. And then it's to sleep in is the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think somebody was asking that. To sleep in and to lie in is the same thing. Yes. Great. Good. Great. Julia, nice comment. An undiluted experience. That's so interesting. Very, very interesting. I like it. Okay, good. Daniela says, sometimes it's good to sleep in and have a lie-in too. Lovely. You've got both expressions, very similar meaning, but it's fine. You can repeat them. There's a verb and then the noun. Very, very nice. That's excellent. Good. Now, the other one was 10ish, right? To get out of bed around 10ish. 10ish, actually we don't write. We don't write it. 10, yeah, it comes with tennis. More or less 10 o'clock. It's not going to let me do it. Excuse me. So 10-ish means more or less 10 o'clock. I get up at 7-ish. The thing is, we never actually write this, which is why it's giving this autocorrect. It's something spoken. 10-ish, more or less 10 o'clock. I get up at 7-ish, more or less 7 o'clock. Okay, it's something you say. It's not something you would write. It's just something you say. Okay. About 10-ish, exactly. That's it. I sometimes have a bit of a lie-in after doing homework, says Claire. Very good, yes. Because you've got a bit of a, you need a again. A bit of a lie-in. But very nice, Claire, yes. Ruhital says, I choose to lie in 2 more hours as I got late by 2 hours in my sleeping routine. I choose to lie in 2 more hours, yes, because I got late by 2 hours in my sleeping routine. Oh, I see. Yes, so you were kind of going to bed 2 hours later, maybe. I think so, yes. Lily says, I usually wake up at 10-ish. Nice. Very good. Now, I want to take those chunks and I want to do something called rephrasing and leveling up. It's a very, very simple exercise with you. We're going to take an expression from the video and I want to know if you can say the following in another way. I usually get up around 7. Can you say this in another way? Think about leveling up or rephrasing. So saying this in a slightly different way, exactly the same thing, don't change the meaning, but leveling up. I wake up at 9-ish. Yes, it is correct. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to give you a moment. I usually get up around 7. Can you say it in a different way? Let's find out. Isabella, thank you very much. Brilliant. So I'm going to take a couple of examples here. I used to get up around 7-ish. I used to get up. I used to get up. You can't say that because it sounds like I used to, and I used to is in the past, which is not the same. So I'm going to take that one off, Julia. Sorry, but you're very, very close. Let's see. May, I usually wake up around 7. Yes, it's similar, although you've changed the meaning. Because wake up and get up is not quite the same. Wake up is a bit different from get up. So you've changed the meaning. It's a good sentence, but I'm going to take it off here. We're close here. We've got, I normally level up around 7. Now level up. Okay, no, level up means to get better, right? But what you could do is say, I normally get up around 7. Now that works, right? That works. Lucia is, yep, you could say this. Oftentimes I get up. Oftentimes is quite an unusual one, but you could say that. I get up at 7-ish. I never know how to spell it, but there you go. It's 7-ish, yes. I wake up 7-ish every day, Christine, but you've changed get up, the meaning of get up. The This is a good one. This is a good one. I often get up about 7. Yes. I often get up about 7. So here you've changed usually for often. Whoops. You've changed usually for often and around for about. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. Really good. Here's a nice one. Josh, I tend to get out of bed at 7. Yeah. I tend to. So get out of bed around, what did you say? Around 7-ish. I like that a lot, Josh, because usually you've changed to tend to, which is leveling up, is getting better. Get up, you've changed to get out of bed. And around 7, you've changed to around 7-ish. So this is my favourite so far. It's my favourite because it is improving, it's leveling up, and it's rephrasing. So very, very nice. Let me add a couple more that you could say. You could say, I typically get up at 7. Or I tend to, well, that's what Josh said. I tend to get up at 7. Exactly. Okay. So usually, normally, oftentimes, tend to, typically, these are all good ways of changing this. That's it. Very, very good. Very, very simple, right? Rephrase and level up. Nice. What else have we got? Isabella says, I wake up at 7 more or less. Yep, that's also good. This is also very nice. Getting up at 7-ish is my casual schedule or my usual schedule. Very, very nice. Yes. This is also good, Julia. That's great. Claire, I'm used to waking up. You're almost there. Yes, this time you're almost there. I am used to, which is habit, but it's I am used to waking up. Let me add that because that's a really nice one, right? Oh, come on, typing. 7-ish. I put it like this because we never really spell it. I don't even know if it's in the dictionary, but we definitely say it. Okay, so let me bring them all together, kind of close up. And there we've got a nice summary. I think that's going to be my winner. Josh, well done. Okay, very, very nice. Listen, let's move on. We've talked about routines there kind of in the morning, okay? Oh, I've got one more. I just realized. Let me share this one with you very, very quickly. Work is so busy. Can we say that in another way? Work is so busy. Think of saying that in another way. Give you a moment. Give me a moment. Dim, 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 dim. I like this one. I'm swamped with work. I'm swamped with work. That was one that I had as well. I'm swamped with work. Really nice. Means work is so busy, I'm very busy. Another one, lovely, this is nice. Work is hectic. That is also one that I had in my list. Work is hectic. This is beautiful. My schedule is really hectic these days. Very, very nice. Yeah, my schedule is really hectic. Lovely. Work is hectic. Work is my headache. Yeah, but you've changed the meaning, right? That's we're talking about busy. You're saying it's horrible. I'm snowed under with work. That's nice. Very nice. I'm snowed under with work. Work is so tied. Not quite. It's a good idea. We can say I am tied up at work. Means I'm busy. So that's something similar. I'm tied up. Tied. I'm tied up at work these days, we would normally say. Yep, that's better. That's close. Yes. This is a very metaphorical, beautiful image. I have a full planet on my desk these days. I like that. That's great. Very, very nice. What else have we got? I'm crammed with work. That sounds a bit strange. I think you can say the bus is crammed or the room is crammed with people. I wouldn't say I am crammed with work. You can say my desk is crammed with papers. Yeah, my desk is crammed with reports and papers, but I wouldn't say I'm crammed with work, but a good idea. I'm snowed under. Work is absolutely jam-packed. Yes, yes. So that's similar to one I was going to add. My schedule is packed. But let me add it here because you've got jam-packed, which is nice. My schedule is jam-packed, emphasizing it's really, really packed. Josh, this is almost there. So we don't say work is up to my neck. You say I am up to my neck with work. It's a bit like snowed under. I am up to my neck with work. I'm up to my ears. I'm up to my neck. Yes. I'm overwhelmed by work. Beautiful. Yeah, all of these are great. Very, very good. So again, there we've got some nice other ways of saying work is so busy. Just improving, rephrasing and improving. I don't want you to worry too much about always having advanced vocabulary, right? When you're becoming more fluent in English, you balance simple vocabulary and advanced. So it's useful to know this vocabulary, but you don't have to use it all the time. When you watch, I was watching Instagram the other day, when you watch all these reels about IELTS, you feel like you have to use advanced vocabulary all the time. No, not at all. I don't, and I'm a native speaker. Even in my everyday conversations, it's a balance of simple and advanced. So don't put any pressure on yourself, okay? Nice. Excellent. So let's move on. I'm going to move on to our next topic, and let me check in with our lesson plan. Wrong photo. I'm going to be honest. I had the wrong photo. Morning routines. Yeah, love the penguins. Food and eating habits. Okay, we're talking more about daily life. Let's talk a little bit about food and eating habits. We're going to continue with Jack. Okay, so Jack and his food and his eating habits. Watch Jack talking about food, and which of these words do you hear? A, meal. B, caution. C, lunch. Okay, just give me a quick thumbs up if you're ready to watch. Oh, your messages are great. Okay. Thumbs up. Yes, I can see some thumbs. Finally, thumbs up. Great. Okay, lovely. Let's do it. Let's watch. Meal, caution, lunch. Which one do you hear?
I'm trying to eat more healthily these days. So for breakfast, I usually have oatmeal with yogurt and fruit. And that keeps me going until lunchtime. At the weekend, though, I sometimes throw caution to the wind and enjoy a big brunch. So, this morning, I'm meeting my friend Emma at a new American restaurant in town. I don't eat out very often, but today is special. Hey, it is Saturday after all.
Hey, it is Saturday after all. Right, so there was a question. Just write in the chat, A, B or C. Did you hear meal, caution or lunch? So, what have we got? Lunch, meal, B and C. You can only choose one. Caution, lunch, all three. Oatmeal, cautious, brunch. So, okay, interesting. All of them? No, only one. Meal and lunch. Interesting. He has really clear pronunciation. Isn't it amazing? He does, right? Yes. It also sounds like he smokes a lot. He has a really rough voice. B, that's okay. All of them? No. B, caution. Interesting. C, B, wow. Okay. Well, literally lots and lots of different answers. Everybody has a different answer. Okay, what we'll do, we'll watch again. I'm going to put subtitles on, which means that you can use your ears and your eyes to check. Just remember, we're looking for meal, caution, and lunch. Okay, let's do it.
I'm trying to eat more healthily these days. So, for breakfast, I usually have oatmeal with yogurt and fruit. And that keeps me going until lunchtime. At the weekend, though, I sometimes throw caution to the wind and enjoy a big brunch. So, this morning, I'm meeting my friend Emma at a new American restaurant in town. I don't eat out very often, but today is special. Hey, it is Saturday after all.
Right. It does look so natural, doesn't it? It's scary how natural it looks. Well, the answer, caution, right? There's no meal. There's no lunch. Some of you may have heard brunch, right? And brunch is a meal that is breakfast and lunch together. Okay, that's brunch. Some of you heard lunch, all of you heard lunchtime, but lunchtime is different from lunch, right? Lunch is the meal. Lunchtime is the time for lunch. One word, lunchtime. So, caution was the answer, the only answer. We need to hone up your listening skills, guys. Right. Okay. Watch again and check your answer with subtitles. We've done that already. What I can do, we can look at the script. You can listen and look at the script, similar to last time. So you can hear it, but you can also look very, very clearly at the script to look at it. Let me play this for you and you can read at the same time.
I'm trying to eat more healthily these days. So, for breakfast, I usually have oatmeal with yogurt and fruit. And that keeps me going until lunchtime. At the weekend, though, I sometimes throw caution to the wind and enjoy a big brunch. So, this morning, I'm meeting my friend Emma at a new American restaurant in town. I don't eat out very often, but today is special. Hey, it is Saturday after all.
Okay. So you can see here caution, right? Throw caution to the wind is an expression I'll explain in a moment. He's trying to eat more healthily. So healthily. Breakfast, I have oatmeal If you don't know oatmeal, I wonder if you know oatmeal. Well, let me show you oatmeal. It's a kind of cereal, basically, right? If you come with me into Google, we can have a look. There's different kinds of oatmeal. Let's just go to images. Oatmeal is like, it can be with hot water or milk to make a porridge. This is probably the closest one, I think. This one with the banana. Oatmeal with banana. That looks like granola, actually. This is the oatmeal. So oat is a kind of cereal. You can make lovely porridge with hot water. Quite a common breakfast in many countries, I think. There's a nice oatmeal with cream, I think. So this is oatmeal, basically. Okay. Good. If you like cereal. Oatmeal with yogurt and fruit keeps me going. I'll explain this. Keeps me going in a moment. Brunch, we explained, right, is breakfast and lunch together. To eat out, I'll explain as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the vocabulary. Vocabulary chunks, as I call them. To keep going. To keep someone going. Okay, to keep going is just to, if I say to keep going, it means to continue. To keep someone going is to help someone continue doing something difficult. So he said, and that keeps me going until lunchtime. That was the oatmeal, yogurt, and fruit. Keeps me going until lunchtime. For example, I could say, it's hard studying late at night, so I drink coffee to keep me going, to help me continue, right? Okay. Interesting. A lot of people are into oatmeal, right? Oh, very kind message. Don't worry about me. I'm fine, thank you. Oatmeal with cold or hot water. Yes, or with milk as well. Yes. Throwing caution to the wind. I'm getting there. I'll explain in a moment. Javid Iran says, I tend to eat boiled egg, walnut, and coffee for breakfast. Very interesting. Right. Okay. So, to throw caution to the wind it's an idiom, basically. And it means to ignore any risk. So, certain things we do have a risk. If you ignore the risk, then that's fine. For example, if I have egg and bacon and sausage every day for breakfast, the risk is I will be sick. I will get heart disease, diabetes. There's a high risk, right? But if I say, well, okay, I'm ignoring the risk. I don't care. I will ignore the risk. Throw caution to the wind. So caution is being careful. So imagine this is being careful. Imagine this little stone is being careful, and I throw that to the wind. I don't care. Give me the eggs. Give me the bacon. Give me the sausage every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I throw caution to the wind. I don't care about risk. I ignore any risk. Now, what he says, he's eating more healthily. So he says, I sometimes, Saturday morning, throw caution to the wind and enjoy a big brunch. Now, brunch, it can be healthy, but very often people think of brunch as being not healthy. Because brunch, at least in England, I think brunch is your eggs, your sausage, your bacon, your mushrooms, your tomatoes, your bread. It's all the big British breakfast, which is honestly not very healthy. Sometimes you have champagne, a champagne brunch. So it's the idea here, he says, I throw caution to the wind and enjoy a big brunch. What we call a full English breakfast. Exactly, Eva. Exactly. Julia, it is. It's like throwing a caution sign away. It's exactly that. So you don't worry about the danger. Throw that caution sign away and just do the thing you want to do, even though there may be a risk, right? Great, Ahmedel. Thank you so much for that comment. That's good to know. Great. Julia, you wolf down a whole pie of pizza before work? Wow, that will keep you going until evening. And that really is throwing caution to the wind, because pizza, wolfing down, first of all, not good. Pizza, not good, right? Not every day, surely. Okay, number 3, I haven't put it in, but it is brunch. We did. I explained brunch. Where did I put brunch? It's up here. This will help keep my notes in order for later. Brunch equals that. Somebody asked what time. Often around 11 a.m. or 11 to, oh gosh, I don't know, 11 till 2 maybe? It depends on the country. Because in Britain, at least, I mean, in Britain, breakfast is kind of 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Lunch is 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock. So brunch could be 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Depends on the country, really. In Britain, we eat quite early. And the last one that we had was number 4, was to eat out. To eat out is to eat in a restaurant. It's strange, right? To eat out is to eat in a restaurant. Very interesting. To eat out as a verb. For example, I eat out from time to time. Christine, can I say I'm a brunch person? Yes. Yes. Indonesia, brunch is 10 to 11. Wow. I tend to have milk and sometimes light coffee. Nice. You're on a diet. Or 78 is no age to be on a diet. Brunch is popular these years in Shanghai. Interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. Daniela, that's quite funny. I've been meaning to throw caution to the wind and not eating junk food, but I haven't got round to doing it yet. If you say I've been meaning to throw caution to the wind and eat junk food, right? Surely you would be eating the junk food. Because if you're not eating junk food, then that's not throwing caution to the wind, because there's no risk of not eating junk food. See what I mean? I hope so. Okay. Listen, let's have a look at our next activity, which is rephrasing and leveling up. I've just got one here. To enjoy a big brunch. Can you say that in another way, in a different way? To enjoy a big brunch. Let's have a look. Let's see what you've got. Marina has never had a brunch. Andrew Simons, you're a Chinese person in Seoul. I wish you luck tomorrow. Good luck with your test. I'm sure it will be fine. Rohital, 2-hour lapse in my daily sleep. Now I understand. Yes. Got it. Can you say this in another way? To take or to have? Yes, but that's not quite the same as enjoy, right? To have a solid brunch happily. Why not? Yes. To enjoy a big brunch. I would say to happily have a solid lunch. A solid brunch, excuse me. To happily have a solid brunch. Sounds good. Yes. To be fond of a big brunch. To enjoy. Similar. Yep. Almost. This is nice to savour a big brunch. Absolutely. That works very well because we're talking about food. To savour a big brunch. I like that very much, Chris. To feast on a big brunch or relish a large brunch. I like to feast here. To feast on a large brunch, a big brunch, a large brunch. Actually, big sounds better, right? It's a large brunch. We had a large brunch, a big brunch. We had a large brunch. Does that sound right? I'm going to have a big brunch, have a large brunch. I think big is better. I'm not sure if we say a large brunch, a big brunch. Right, let's take the idea of treat myself with a huge breakfast. Yes, to treat myself to a big brunch. That's nice. Yes. Excellent. Okay, good. What did I have? I had to indulge in a big brunch, to splash out on a big brunch. Splash out is not quite the same because splash out is to spend money, but the idea is to enjoy because you're spending a lot of money on it, but it's not quite the same. To treat myself, that's what we had. That's what we had from Saral. To treat myself. Good. Okay. So different ways of saying to enjoy a big brunch. To savour a hearty brunch. Hearty is good. Yes. Let's put in hearty. I like that very, very much, Zihad. Hearty brunch. Very good. Can we talk about hearty breakfast, hearty brunch? That's nice as well. I'm relishing a satisfying brunch. Good. That's nice as well. Enjoy a big brunch with relish. Yes, you could. You could. I love having a big brunch. All of these are great. They're all good. Simple ways of rephrasing. Okay. Excellent. Nice. Let's move on. We've had food and eating habits. We're going to move on to one more, which is free time activities. Okay. Now then, with this one, free time activities, let's have a look at Jack. But before we do that, can you read and guess the missing words below? I'll read it aloud and you can just write number 1, number 2, number 3 in the chat and tell me what you think are the missing words. On Saturday afternoons, I blank go for a walk in the park. It's nice to blank my legs and get some fresh air. In the evenings, I really want to blank from work. So sometimes I meet friends for a drink, but tonight I'm staying in. Let's have a look. You can write number 1, number 2, number 3 in the chat. Nice, Mohammed. always, usually, often. These are all very good. Tend to. Frequently, very good. What about number 2 and number 3? Exercise, escape, nice. Stretch and walk. Stretch, unplug. Move, get out. Okay. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay, let me play this for you and you can check your answers.
On Saturday afternoons, I typically go for a walk in the park. It's nice to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. In the evenings, I really want to disconnect from work, so sometimes I meet friends for a drink. But tonight, I'm staying in. To be honest, I've been watching a new series on Netflix and I want to finish the last episode.
Oh, and he goes on and on, but we got the first bit, okay? So you can see number 1, he said, typically, I typically go for a walk in the park, right? Number 1, you could say usually, tend to, often. However, you can't say used to. You cannot say that because used to is in the past. So you would say usually, right? Usually go for a walk. It's nice to stretch. Yeah, he said to stretch my legs. To stretch, in case you don't know, to stretch is to do this. No, well, that's to yawn, but stretch your arms, stretch your legs is to move. After you've been sat in a place for a long time, then you stretch your arms, stretch your legs. And here he said disconnect. Okay. Disconnect, because it's from work, you could say, yeah, you can't say unwind. Unwind from work? No, disconnect. Unplug, you could say. Somebody had unplug. Unplug from work. It's difficult because it's from. So disconnect is your best one here, right? Okay, excellent, good. Oh, sorry, you can't see it all. There we go. Now, we're going to listen to Jack. We've checked our answers. Here we go. We've got the answers there. Let me move on. Watch the whole extract and note any interesting collocations. Let's watch Jack talking. He goes on and on about this, about the topic. Note any interesting collocations, okay? Here we go. Let's do it.
On Saturday afternoons, I typically go for a walk in the park. It's nice to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. In the evenings, I really want to disconnect from work, so sometimes I meet friends for a drink. But tonight, I'm staying in. To be honest, I've been watching a new series on Netflix and I want to finish the last episode. I love spending quiet evenings like this. No stress, no deadlines, just me and my sofa.
Awesome. Me and my sofa. Very, very nice. Love it. Okay. I'm going to show you the script just to go through. We've had typically stretch my legs is a nice expression. I'll explain a bit more in a moment. Disconnect from work is a good one. Staying in, to stay in, as in not go out. What else? Deadlines. Okay. Go for a walk. Yep, all of those. Good. Very good. Get some fresh air is a nice one. Get some fresh air is another good one. Go for a walk. All of these nice collocations, right? Just me and my sofa. I'm not sure if it's a collocation, but it's a nice phrase. Yeah. So just to explain some of the vocabulary, the key ones here. To stretch my legs is to go for a short walk after you've been sitting for too long. So he said, it's nice to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. For example, if you've been sat like studying and watching me for 2 hours, it's nice to stretch your legs after the lesson and maybe go outside, or you can stretch your legs inside as well. Very often when you're having a meeting with people, you can have a short break and say, let's stretch our legs, 2 minutes, stretch your legs, then come back. Deadline is the other one, and a deadline is a time by which something must be done. So he said, no stress, no deadlines, just me and my sofa. So a time, typically a deadline is something at work. It's a limit, a time limit, a time by which something must be done. We say to meet a deadline or to set a deadline. So we would say my boss set a deadline to finish the project tomorrow. No, let's say by June. I think we can meet the deadline without any problem. So setting the deadline is the person who decides the deadline. And I think we can meet the deadline is the person doing the work and to finish by that time. Okay. Okay. Nice. Good. There's a lot going on. Let's see. I'm going to move on to... Where are we? Oh, I know where we're going. Well, let me come back to my my plan, my lesson plan. Free time activities. We're rushing through. We've got another 20 minutes or so, which means we have got time for our Kahoot game. Okay. We're going to finish up. We're going to review some of the vocabulary we've been looking at in this game of Kahoot at the end. As we do that, or before we do that, let me just remind you, in case you're wondering, all of these notes, right, that we've been looking at on the PDF, you can get on the website. If you go to the Keith Speaking Academy, it's there. Let me just show you where it is. On the Keith Speaking Academy website, later on, in about 2 or 3 hours, you'll be able to go to the free live lessons. We'll change this to today's lesson. The download will be today's lesson. That's where you can download it. You can also get lots of other live lessons here, just scrolling down. And you'll also see this, actually, is a vocabulary vault. If you want to use the words easily that you've been learning, this is a short course based on my best live lessons, 20 of them. You can find them. You can click here, use words easily when speaking English. It'll tell you about what's inside there. There are storybooks, audio lessons, there are quizzes. There's a lot of different stuff. Uses the speaking success system to guide you to learning the vocabulary. And you can join now. And here's the thing, actually, this is... Couldn't find that page. Of course you can find the page. It's a bit slow. Normally it's 47, but let me give you a cheat. If you type the word cheap and apply the code, you'll get 50% off. You can get it just for $22. Okay. So that's like $1 a lesson. So you can find that on the website. It's there in the Keith Speaking Academy. If you're interested, you can go and check it out and have a look. Okay. So just to remind you, you can download today's PDF on the website, join the vocabulary vault to use words easily in conversation, not like me. There's pronunciation file, there are stories, there are quizzes, and use the coupon code. Most important, if you do, Cheap, CHEAPP, all in capitals. That's it. Let me make it bigger. If you're interested in expanding your vocabulary and being able to use those words, go and check it out, okay? Great. Right now, we're going to go and play Kahoot, which is our next activity. So, how do we play Kahoot? You tell me. You've played this game before, I know. Oh, hang on then. Let's log in. We're going to review 4 of the different phrases from today's lesson. And I'm just going to set it up. Let me set it up. You can see what I'm doing. Let me show you in. We're in the Kahoot, starting a new game. We'll do it here, classic mode. So you need to go to kahoot.it, or you can download the app and then put in your name and put in the PIN 88330. Okay. So go to kahoot.it, then put in your name and the PIN 8833000. That's it. There's also an app, actually. If you want to choose the app, you can download the app and then put your answers there. Watch me, and I'll give you the questions. Then on another tab in kahoot.it, you choose your answer. It's multiple choice. You choose one of 4 answers, okay? Daniela says, I love the vocabulary vault. It is nice. So I'll just give you a moment to get in. Okay, don't worry if you can't get in. You can just put your answers in the chat and we'll still see them there. Okay. Right, that's it. We're going to start. Let's get going. So you have to choose the right answer. You get 30 seconds. On Saturdays, I sometimes have a lay-in, laid-in, lie-in, lied-in. What do you think is the answer? You've got 30 seconds to choose your answer. On Saturdays, I sometimes have a blank. Lay-in, laid-in, lie-in, or lied-in? Oh, not bad at all. A lot of you got the right answer. To lie in, have a lie in. Yes, have a lie in. To stay in bed for a longer period of time. Great. Next. Oh, the leaderboard. Hazel, you're at the top. Kristin, you're in second. Space Gecko, you're in third. Question number 2. I sometimes like to blank myself to a pizza. Indulge, splash out, enjoy, or treat. Tricky. Be careful with the word self. Well done, Nilmas. Oh, look at that. Oh, very. Actually, most of you said enjoy. Okay, enjoy, no. You can say enjoy a pizza. You can say I enjoy myself. You cannot say I enjoy myself to a pizza. Doesn't work, okay? It's either I enjoy a pizza or I enjoy myself. But you can't say I enjoy myself. Indulge, no, you indulge in something. I indulge in a pizza. Splash out on something. I splash out on a pizza. And treat myself to a pizza. I treat myself to a pizza. That's the answer, okay? Tricky, I know. Have things changed? Things have changed a lot. Tend to is at the top. Hearty, second. Kuzo, third. Question number 3. Don't worry about tomorrow. Go to the party. Throw caution to the blank. Sky, wind, sun, or sea. Don't worry about tomato. Tomato? Tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. Go to the party. Throw caution to the blank. Sky, wind, sun, or sea. Well done. Throw caution to the wind. The majority of you got that absolutely right. That's the idiom. Throw caution to the wind. Ignore the risk. So how has that changed things? Well, the top 3 are the same. Kristin's climbing up again, as is Leah, as is Koala. But the top 3 are still there. It's the last question. I've been sitting here too long. I'm going to blank my legs. Stretch, pull, push, bounce. I've been sitting here too long, it's true. I'm going to blank my legs. Stretch, pull, push, or bounce. Well done, Julia and Sarah. Yes, stretch my legs. Well done. To stretch your legs, to go for a short walk, right? Excellent. It's time to find out the podium, the winners. Let's have a look. Number 3, third place, Hearty. Well done. Second place, Kuso. Well done. First. 10-2, you held it there. Congratulations. And Kristin and Leah, you were in 4th and 5th place. Lovely, very, very, very nice. Well done, all of you. Guys, congratulations. Claim your rewards. I'm not going to claim the rewards, not today. We'll do that another day. Okay, excellent, good. So, we've been through a lot here, right? Now then, let me just come back to our original lesson plan, because I think I've got one more thing for you. So at the start today, we were talking about daily life. We've talked about morning routines, getting up, what you have for breakfast, and so on and so forth. Food and eating habits, talking about hearty brunches. And then we've gone on and talked about free time activities, whether it's staying in, eating out, or something else. We've done our game of Kahoot. I'm going to finish up for you guys with a review with a song. So there is a song here, and it's the weekend song. And we're going to finish up on the weekend song. Before I do that, let me remind you, let me turn off the music. There we go. Let me remind you, you can download today's PDF on the website, Keith Speaking Academy. If you want to join the Vocabulary Vault, you'll see that on the website as well. Do remember to use the coupon code CHEAP. And also, at the end here, members of the YouTube channel are going to get an extra 30 minutes. So what you'll need to do for those guys who are, I call this YouTube Oh, don't do that to me. YouTube channel members. If you are not a member, you can join the channel very quickly. It just costs $2 a month. You get extra videos, you get extra time in the live lessons. Basically, in 10 minutes time, when we finish, you need to go to this link, and I'll put this link in the bottom here, and that will take you to the next 30-minute extra, and it's only for channel members, okay? But that's the link, and if you're a member, you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to join there, okay? Great, good. Christine says, I've already got the course. That's the vocabulary vault, I think, right? You couldn't catch the time in the first two questions. You've got to be really quick. You've got to be very, very, very quick. Let me leave you with this song. It's a kind of a fun review. Remember, you can get all of this later in the PDF for free on the website. It's called The Weekend Song. And it's very much about everything we've talked about today, okay? Right, let's do it. Here we go. The Weekend Song. Jack's Weekend Song. Hope you like it.
Today is Saturday, won't rush anywhere. Had a lie-in, I don't need to care. Work is so hectic, you know what I mean. That's why I love my morning routine. Saturday, finally mine. No deadline, so I'm feeling fine. Put on my feet, put on my feet. This can't be beat. This had to be beat. Oh, Saturday is finally mine.
Welcome.
Good morning, I should eat light, but brunch today just feels right. Stretch my legs and home to unwind. Netflix waiting, the weekends are so kind. Oh, Saturday, finally mine. No deadlines and I'm feeling fine. Take it easy, put on my feet, smell the coffee. It can be beat. Oh, Saturday is finally mine. Oh, Saturday is finally mine. Oh, Saturday is finally mine.
Oh, Saturday is finally mine. There you are. There's a song. You get the song, you get the PDF. Go to the website later to get all of that for free. If you are a YouTube channel member, come and join me in about 5 minutes' time. The link's there. If not, on the channel page, you'll find the link to the next live lesson, which is we're going to do 30 minutes extra for the channel members looking at IELTS questions, okay? The next big public live lesson will be the start of December. So once a month, first week in December, the first Thursday of every month there, okay? All right, lovely. I was going to say love you, lovely. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you.